everyone! So first of all, before we get started with this video, I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. I know my last video have gotten a boost, so thank you guys for giving my channel a chance. It's nice to have some logical people here as part of my channel who have a sense of humor, so yay! Hello! I have over 500 videos, so feel free to check out any of those. So today we're going to be talking about this is what superheroes would look like with realistic bodies, because Huffington Post posted an article about this. I just found out about it and I was like, I need to check it out. But before I start with that, I just need to address the audio because people complain about my audio. And I know it's not that great, my microphone's not that good, and I already know that, but I'm not rolling in PewDiePie or Anita Sarkeesian money, okay? I can't just go buy a nice microphone. I've been wanting to buy a nice Rode mic for a long time, but it's hard to save up money, you know? I'm just like you guys, okay? I have multiple jobs. I have to pay rent, I have to pay bills, I live by myself, so it's a little harder for me as opposed to other people that live with their parents and things like that. It's harder for me to save up money because I have, you know, bills and rent and stuff, so I don't have like hundreds of dollars just laying around to go buy a new microphone, so I'm just trying to do the best that I can, and I don't want to just stop making videos until I get a new microphone, because why? I have stuff I want to talk about, okay? If you want to help me out, you know, get better audio, you can either help me out by subscribing if you have not subscribed, because I'm trying to get to at least 10,000 subscribers, because once I get to 10,000 I can film at the YouTube space in LA and I can use their equipment. So that's one thing I've been really wanting to do, so please subscribe if you have not, and then once I get to 10,000 I can start filming over there, which would be awesome. Or if you want to help me another way, I started a Patreon. It just went live. I've been working on it for a while and some people have been asking me, how can I help? Is there a way to donate? Blah blah blah. So that's just, if you want to, there you go. I have some perks there. If you just give $1 a month, that would be awesome. Anything helps, and then that way I can hopefully make more videos more often, higher quality. I would love to do that. So that's only if you want to help. You don't want to donate, that is fine. That's only for those who want to. And actually one of my first goals is to save up to get a nice microphone, so you can help in either of those ways by subscribing or helping out on the Patreon. So there you go. Alright, so let's start with the article. This is what superheroes would look like with realistic bodies. Looking Good Superheroes by Lana Vagianos. Really? That's your last name? Wow. What a appropriate last name, Vagianos. Let's see, Harley Quinn, okay. I actually think the first one's not too bad. It doesn't look really too thin or anything, but yeah, they just made her chunkier. What's one thing almost every superhero has in common? A perfect body made up of toned muscles and zero fat. Yeah, because they're a superhero. They're out there being physically active, punching people, fighting crime. They're not going to be able to do that if they're overweight. Oh my gosh.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Recovery.org, an organization that offers resources for people with mental health and or substance abuse issues, is making those perfect bodies a little more realistic by reverse photoshopping illustrations of some of the most iconic superheroes. According to Recovery.org, reverse Photoshop simply means reimagining what superheroes would look like if their bodies matched the body of the average viewer in the US. Yeah, it's interesting, I guess, to see what, you know, superheroes would look like if they had average bodies, but they're superheroes. Therefore, they're not going to be average looking. Oh my gosh. They're not going to have average bodies. They're not going to have probably average looks. Yeah, I guess, you know, it's a nice little experiment. Oh, let's see what they look like if they had different bodies. Okay, cool, but I hope you don't expect them to look like that from now on. Really, instead of complaining about the superheroes, the characters that we already have, those of you that really hate them and their nice bodies and looks, why don't you make your own superhero? Make your own lesser attractive, average looking superhero and call him Average Joe or Average Joanna. I don't know. Let's see how many copies you sell with that superhero. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice sometimes to read about characters that you can relate to who are similar to you, but not all the time, at least not for me. I don't want to always read about characters who are just like me. I want to read about someone that I can aspire to be, someone who I think is better than me. You know, other people like that too. They want to aspire to something that may, you know, something that can encourage them to become better, a better version of yourself. I don't want to just read about some average person. The project features 10 illustrations of comic book superheroes such as Superman, Spider-Man, Gamora, the Black Widow, Aquaman, and the Black Panther. Each illustration includes a before and after of the character. The image on the left is what the superhero usually looks like. For male superheroes, that means six-pack abs and massive biceps, and for women, that means an illogically tiny waist, perfectly feminine muscles, and of course huge breasts. The image on the right looks similar to original character but a bit more realistic. Okay, but I hope you're not doing this as a way to try to encourage current comic book writers of these characters to, or artists, to make them look like that, because no, they're superheroes, therefore they're not gonna be average. Okay, so let's look at Superman. Superman is in the title, not Average Man. He's not called Average Man, so no, he's not gonna look like that, sorry. Yes, it is interesting to see him in a different way, but he's Superman with super strength. Oh god,
I'm surrounded by idiots.
a spokesperson for Recovery.org told HuffPost that the organization focused on superheroes because they are role models for so many kids. Yeah, role models so they can become better, become a better version of themselves. Why would you want someone who's just average? Like, just settle kids, just be average. Don't try to, you know, work out, and don't eat healthy. Don't worry about that. If you have a beer belly that, you know, might make you more susceptible to heart disease and diabetes, it's okay. It's fine.
Knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
My favorite superhero growing up was Batman, okay? And I loved Batman because he inspired me to, you know, be better. Even though he was a guy, he was very inspiring because he was, you know, one of the only ones that didn't have any superpowers. He worked to get to where he is, and yeah, it might be impossible to get to like his skill, you know, intellect and physical strength, but it still gives you something to work for, and I think that's good. It's always good to try to become a better version of yourself and always try to work to become better instead of settling in and just being like, I'm good, I don't have anything about myself, I need to improve, I'm just good, I'm just gonna be average. No. I think that's a horrible message to send to your kids. With new releases every summer, we can see how these films positively affect their younger audiences. But it's hard to have such positive takeaways when the bodies represented on film don't mirror what a typical body looks like. Oh, God. The spokesperson told HuffPost. This especially rings true for a younger audience, considering research has found that some children are struggling with body image by the time they reach kindergarten. We conducted this project to see how our favorite heroes might change if their bodies were a bit more realistic and hopefully more relatable. Seriously? How many times do I have to tell you? They're superheroes. Most people with a brain are not going to expect superheroes to look average. No. I'm not saying that people don't struggle with body image issues. Pretty much everyone does. I do too. Are you really blaming it on superheroes? Really? Really? It's not maybe the fact that maybe some people might have awful parents that make them feel bad about their bodies. I had family members that made me feel bad about my body, so I think it's more that than freaking Batman, who I was, you know, looking up to when I was a kid. I think my family probably affected me more than Batman did. And also, if you're suffering from any mental illness, that could also make you more susceptible to having body image issues. You know, I have depression, anxiety, and other stuff, and that makes me more susceptible, and, you know, other people that have that too, that makes them more susceptible. So really, are you really blaming superheroes? Really? And honestly, if you really think that might be better for the kids if the, you know, if they look more average looking, okay, well, try it out. Create your own comic universe of average looking superheroes and see how well that does. See how many copies you sell. You're really gonna beat DC and Marvel. That's what kids want to buy. No. Scroll below to see 10 superheroes who look a little more like, well, normal people. Okay, Gamora. Awesome. Okay, now she looks more average. Okay, that's different. Okay, Aquaman. Just basically bellies, bigger thighs, you know, fuller face. Okay, we already saw that one. Oh, see, she has a toned stomach right there. Here it's not toned. Bigger. Black Panther. Oh gosh, this doesn't even make sense. Why would these superheroes who are fighting and being physically active, running around, punching people, they know martial arts or what other fighting styles. Yeah. Why would they have bigger bellies, not very well toned arms? They would be more toned than the average person because they're superheroes. Oh, get it through your head. These are probably what the superheroes would look like if they just sat around all day and ate junk food. But if they're the same characters who actually go out and fight crime and everything, they would not look like this. Okay, cool, awesome. That's great. Oh my gosh, look, that's a really big stomach. Okay. Okay, this one does not make sense, the Spider-Man one. Okay, if he's gonna be swinging around, if he was that big, the web probably would not hold him. Okay, that's just logic, okay? He would probably be too heavy and the web wouldn't hold him and he probably would fall. So, just saying. You know, just using my brain over here. Cyborg. Okay, yeah, just bigger, awesome. So that was it. Yeah, it's interesting to see what they would look like if they had bellies and fuller faces and look more like the average person. But like I said, if you really believe that this is better, make your own universe, make your own characters. Don't try to make other people change these established characters that they've had for years. Make your own characters that look like average looking people and see how well that sells. Alright, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and I will talk to you guys later.